Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your December reading. This year has just been chaos, shedding layers, deep transformations. I can only just about begin to say what a year it has been. And honestly, I'm actually really happy it's over. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling that way. But before we get into our January, and January, I am so excited about so many different plans. Before we get into that, I want to do the last December reading for you guys for each sign, and let's see what comes up. Let's get right into it. We have had one full moon already, which was Gemini full moon. I felt it in a heavy way. And I had a lot of changes come into my life. If you did as well, let me know in the comments below. We have another new moon coming up on the 19th of December. I'm ready for 2026. I don't know about you. Let me know if you are feeling the same, that this year was just, yes, it was year number 9, all these things, but honestly, I'm done. I checked out like at the end of last month because I'm so ready for 2026. It's time for new energy. And I can feel the remnants of it. But let's see, what cycles do we need to close in December in order to step into 2026 as our new versions, or at least in a way where we can feel a lot more aligned and not heavy? How can we release the last bits of our, well, things that are holding us back? Right, let's go. So, all right, my lovely Aries, let's see what's coming up for you. Right, straight away, I get some love readings here. Wow, okay. Your cards are popping. They came out so fast. So, Two of Cups. This is a relationship reading. Yeah, I mean, Two of Cups can also mean like a real deepening of self-love. It could also mean that, but I think it's a relationship in this case, either. And it almost feels like you already have someone in your life, or like at least there's a person. And if you don't have someone, and if you're single, this could mean reconnecting or connecting with someone who literally like you, it comes so fast, like you connect so deeply, so quickly. And I feel almost like you might meet this person right now in December and you feel like I've known them for my whole life. I didn't even know this kind of person existed. That's what I'm getting for you. Like, I didn't even know this type of person existed. You know, I wished and hoped for this kind of love, and it exists. I'm getting a bit of surprise from you because you've had quite a big year, you know. We've had Saturn go into Aries and then go back into Pisces, and next year it will be going into your sign. And I know it's kind of like been a bit of a whiplash. I just saw the number 333, if that means anything to anyone who's watching. If that is your number, that is a confirmation here as well. But I'm definitely getting this kind of like you took you had kind of given like hope on the type of love that you're seeking. That's what I'm getting here. Definitely a relationship card. Then we get Six of Pentacles. This is a card of equal give and take. You know, see the infinity number? Whatever you output is what you get. You perhaps in the previous relationship, you felt like you gave so much. You gave your essence, your heart, your time, your precious time. And now this is coming back to you. You will be receiving that kind of love. You know, you'll be meeting more and more new people this month who are willing to give you what you output. Yeah, this is so exciting for you. And I do get the Empress card here as well, which is incredible. Incredible, right? The Empress card is everything here. It means that you are just so in your element, you know, you just feel so much more relaxed, or at least what I'm also getting here is Aries, I'm loving this reading for you. What I'm getting here is that you are so like you've mastered how to cultivate the feminine energy in your life. You know, before you're an Aries sign, definitely like an Emperor sign, you know? So for you, it may have seemed like you've taken a lot of actions. You are action oriented. And I resonate with that because I'm an Aries midheaven, so which means that I'm in my work, any type of work that I do career, I'm just very like in masculine energy. I know a lot of people are, but Aries midheaven literally is like entrepreneurial masculine energy. And here I'm getting is that you've had a bit of a journey of working on your feminine energy. And we hear this word around so much like masculine energy, feminine energy, but it really is about embodiment of it. You know, it's you won't it will sound like it's redundant all these words unless or until you really embody them and then you feel them, and when you have embodied it and you live your truth being in that kind of energy, that's when you feel like, okay, yeah, I understand now what it means to be in my feminine. It is feeling totally in trust of the universe. Things that didn't work out and you felt perhaps in the past, you may have been like, how can I do it better? What can I change? This time you sit in the knowing that there is something better out for you or there is something new coming out for you. You just have this knowing. You just know for a fact that things are going to work out for you, and I love this for you. Now, this hasn't come easily to you because we do get Three of Swords, and I don't sense this is now. This is not December. There may be certain remnants of it. You know, there may be certain remnants and things that you may need to let go of. But this is not that I'm getting it here. It's more like what you have been through. You know, look at how much you have been through. You've been through some big experiences in life and big things in life and, you know, some past hurts, really deep past hurts, but you have come out of it becoming a person who has the ability to open their heart so much more to let the new in. Aries, I'm loving this December reading for you. Let me know in the comments below if you have met someone, if you're feeling this energy. You know, sometimes it's not just about the physical manifestation. If you can feel this energy, that is a step forward. It means the physical manifestation can now enter because you've already adopted that initial energy of receiving mode. Thank you so much, Aries. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you like this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, my lovely Taurus people. I hope you are ready for your December reading because I'm excited to see what is coming up for you, what the universe has in store for you. Let's get your reading. Cards jumped out already. Let's get it going. Wow. Okay. Beautiful cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Oh my God. Okay. So I have 5 cards that jumped out straight away. First one being Eight of Cups. Letting go. This is all about letting go of something. And I'm getting here. There was a situation in the past that you sat there and overanalyzed, overthought, overgave your energy towards it. There was certain thing in the past, there's a situation from the past where you have looked at it from every different perspective. And I'm also getting there was some sort of like a pain of like, I don't even want to say pain. It's like there was some sort of like shame attached to it. And that could be like maybe you felt embarrassed about something you did, embarrassed about, you know, what something in the situation, you know, and you've overanalyzed it. How can I let that embarrassment go? How can I do this? How can you like make the situation better? You know how like sometimes when someone has a crush on someone, right? And they reveal their feelings, but then the other person doesn't feel the same way. And they kind of gently let you down, or even just not even gently, if they do let you down, it kind of leaves this feeling, if it's not fully healed, you know, it kind of leaves this feeling of like, why did I even do that? How could I be so stupid? How did I misread those signs? Why did I think this person wanted me when they actually didn't? It's that kind of feeling that I'm getting, that you felt that and you have beaten yourself so much about this particular situation that now you're kind of like, yeah, this is too much, you know. I don't want to like keep making that situation so big anymore. So you're letting go of that. It's that kind of energy that I'm getting. This was only a specific example. It could be in anything in your life, work, friendships, or any area of your life, but you're kind of like, you know what, that happened. I'm forgiving myself and I'm moving on. And I love that for you because you are moving on. Eight of Cups is very much walking away from a past situation, letting go. It's beautiful for you. Then we get the Hierophant card, which is all about a spiritual lesson. That was the spiritual lesson. The lesson wasn't actually the fact that it was the situation was embarrassing or anything like that. It was how you felt about it. How easily can you forgive yourself? That was the whole lesson. It wasn't like, oh my God, you did this. It was how compassionate can you be to yourself? Because I'm sure you would be compassionate to a friend of yours who would have done the same thing. Maybe they reveal their feelings. You would tell them, well, at least now you have your answer. You have closure, you know? And now you can move on to the person who's right for you or the things that are actually right for you. That's what I'm getting here. Well done for passing this lesson. If you haven't forgiven yourself or there are remnants of that, forgive yourself because because you get the Chariot because there's an opportunity coming your way. Unless you forgive yourself, that opportunity can't really come into your vicinity because you're still kind of your energy's still in the past when it needs to be much more in the future. There's an opportunity coming your way, and in this opportunity feels like it might be love related. Yeah, it's like a love related opportunity. Someone is bringing you, like there's a new person who wants to offer you roses, take you on a date. Knight of Cups is very much a romance kind of energy. Someone who's wanting to take you out on a date, wants to treat you right, wants to just express their like admiration for you. That's what I'm getting. It could be an admiration towards you. So do be open to that, you know. There's an offer coming into your life, an opportunity and an offer, which can really make you happy. The Sun card. Can't get any better than this, honestly. I'm loving this reading for you. Um, the only thing that will hold you back is you looking back at that situation and feeling, gosh, why did I do that? I'm so embarrassing. What is wrong with me? Beating yourself up is what you are being asked to let go for this last month of December because your new year is looking great. There are lots of like new opportunities coming, especially if you want to have like a new love relationship. I'm seeing a direct opportunity coming your way. And I really encourage you to forgive yourself, whatever that means. If it means like journaling about that situation, um, holding yourself in a ceremony, lighting up candles, letting your feelings out, whatever that is for you, make sure you forgive yourself for that because it probably wasn't that embarrassing anyways. And good on you for putting your heart out there and being brave enough to tell someone how you felt. Not many people can do that. So that is all I have for you today, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this reading, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel and leave your comments down below if this resonated with you. Hello, my wonderful Geminis. Welcome to your December reading. I'm so excited to see what comes up for you. The cards are all ready for you and they jumped out straight away. Okay. Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay, I have your cards right in front of me. Right, Eight of Wands, communication. This is a card of communication. You might be getting this card is often also associated with receiving a text, email, or a DM from someone. A communication card, like a direct communication is coming your way, is what I'm getting here. And it could be quite a good communication. However, it may not be what you think it is. You know, what I'm getting here is Four of Cups energy, kind of looking back at things and thinking yeah, it's like here I see like these cups, kind of like, you know, you're kind of looking towards that when there's an opportunity, literally a hand kind of holding another new cup, a new opportunity towards you, but you are kind of like still thinking about that certain past situations, and your mind is on that. But keep your eyes out for social media, email, or some sort of a a way of communication. Someone is bringing you a certain opportunity, and it may not feel as shiny, or it may not feel like, incredible at first, but you don't know what may be in store for you. And you looking kind of like looking back towards something that, hasn't worked out, something you really, really wanted and it didn't work out, or something that you thought was going to happen. And I am actually getting like maybe it's to do with a love situation that you thought a certain love situation was going to work out or something like that. And then it didn't. And now you're kind of like, gosh, why didn't it work out? What happened? You're kind of like asking, over analyzing, you're really delving deep into it. When actually it's not the time to delve deep into it. It's time to see what is available out there. This opportunity that is already around the corner for you. There's a hand holding an opportunity for you. It might be a great, it might be a great idea to just give it a chance, because maybe it doesn't look shiny at the moment, but you don't know what is behind it. This could literally look something like you're being invited to a friend's house for a gathering, and you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, I don't really feel like it, but maybe you're going to meet someone there who's actually going to be really, really helpful to you. And maybe they know someone who knows someone who's going to literally connect with you, and maybe someone you connect with on a romantic level. So bear that in mind. Hanged Man. This is usually a card of delays. So, and I see number 12, which is the December month. So there could be a delay in December in terms of a love situation, like progressing forward or something like that, but not to worry, because I am getting Queen of Pentacles straight after that. And your Queen of Pentacles is actually indicating being really, really grounded. Yeah, so this month is actually indicating quite a different energy from this to this, right? It's like what they're both looking in the same direction, but one, look at the facial expression of this one, and then look at this one. This person is so much more grounded. They are so much more trusting in the world, so much more in their feminine energy, so much more aligned with what is meant to come into their lives. They're trusting, they are knowing that universe has my back. Whereas the first one is still lamenting over the past and thinking about why certain things didn't work out. And you're kind of like, that is what is delaying you. That is what is the delay here in the month of December, the Hanged Man. But you can actually squeeze that delay so that it's not as long. You do have control over it in this case. And that control literally lies in the fact you letting go fully of this past situation. So this is what I'm getting for you. And then we get the moon. I don't know why I said the new moon, but this could be something around the new moon. Around the moon, I'm getting here the next new moon, which is going to be Capricorn on the 19th of December. So that might be a significant date for you, a date where certain information may be revealed. This is moon card is very much the card of unknown. Right now, you don't know or have um all the kind of like information, and you'll get some more information regarding your next steps. You might be like, I don't know what to do, or you might be feeling quite confused about certain areas of your life, which has also got to do with your love situation. But that will become clear on the new moon, or at least you'll get a lot more information then. Yeah, I get pretty much Page of Swords after that, which is a card of information. So you should get more revealed to you then. Yeah, I'm excited for you, Geminis. Like you have just one thing to do, which is to not think about past as much. You can review it, you can do a full ceremony and close it and let go of the past, because now we're moving into a new energy of 2026. And why bring the past in the future? We've just ended this year, which has been turbulent, which has been hard, I understand. But let's create the new. Let's just let go of those past things that were holding us back. All right, Geminis, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know in the comments below if you did. And if you liked it, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. All right, my beautiful Cancers, Cancer rising, sun and moon, this is your reading. Let's see what your December holds for you. I'm also a Cancer rising. So this is a reading just as much for you as it is for me. You got two cards already jumping out. Gosh, these are beautiful. All right. Okay, we've got three cards here. Let's interpret those first. The Sun card. The Sun is very much about you're beaming. In fact, this is your year, isn't it? Because Cancer is, sorry, Jupiter is currently in Cancer, which if you are a Cancer rising or Sun or even Moon, I think it really is an expansive year for you. And for me, Cancer rising, it really is all about my my like general body life and everything, just like it's your first house if you are familiar with astrology. But this is great because it means you're emotionally going to be feeling so, so good. This actually is indicating to me your December is becoming really, really good. I see the number 19, that may be significant to you. I know 19th is also the Capricorn new moon, so that date may be significant in this case. For you, maybe something is coming into your life then. So let's see what comes into your life. I'm excited. Queen of Pentacles, right. So Queen of Pentacles is all about um being in your feminine energy and being relaxed. I think we got this for Geminis as well in the last section of the reading. Queen of Pentacles. This is literally, if anything, this is the card I associate with December. It's very much an energy of like just living in the winter, like the just really being so present in this winter weather. So I actually really personally love winter. If you're similar, let me know in the comments below because in the winter season, I just feel really at home. And I feel like I can give myself permission to like really just relax, have a hot chocolate, and read a book. Not that I can't do that in other seasons, but it's just there's something comforting and really deeply nourishing about that. And I love that. And that's what I'm getting here for you. Make sure you allow yourself rest. Make sure you allow yourself to not be caught up in so much going on around you. And we get Ten of Swords. You've completed quite a big cycle. A lot of all the signs are basically going through some sort of completion this month. The year of snake, the shedding that we've had, you have gone through that, which is amazing. But I'm getting Ten of Swords is it's all about completing a big mental cycle. So any like mental patterns like perfectionism, overthinking, overanalyzing, giving too much attention to things that actually don't really deserve your energy that much. It's those kind of patterns, you're kind of recognizing them so much more and realizing that doesn't need to come into my 2026. So you're closing those chapters, closing that, shutting it down, and leaving it back in 2025. We're stepping into 2026 in our new versions, feeling much better, feeling like we have a lot more in control, like we can step into this new version who has the confidence, they're not carrying the backpack full of all the past hurts. They are leaving the backpack and they're kind of like taking stuff out of this backpack and like leaving it around and saying, I actually don't need to take those. And some of that is not even your stuff. Some of it is literally like ancestral things that you are carrying and you don't need to take it with you. You can leave it here. It's time to step onto your journey. Five of Wands and then Two of Wands. Five of Wands, yeah. It Normally, this is a card of like conflict, but that's not what I'm getting here. What I'm getting here is sifting and sorting. You're kind of like, you're climbing on all of these ladders to kind of ignite your inner fire. But in order to do that, you're kind of sifting and sorting is what I'm getting. Like exactly the metaphor that I mentioned about the backpack and like leaving certain things behind and kind of taking what actually only you want to take and you kind of leaving certain things and thinking, why was I carrying that? You're kind of like, and some of that may feel like really conflicting to you because you've always carried it. And that could literally look something like, um, maybe you felt like you have always had to say yes to certain family situations, family opportunities, and you can't get out of it and you don't know what to do. And now this time you found a solution. And even if that solution literally, it doesn't even have to be like, You don't necessarily even have to lie, but you realize actually, you know what, I can choose differently this time, and you're choosing differently. That's what I'm getting here. You're thinking like, I've always done this way, but I never really questioned why. And now you're kind of letting that go. And that's very clear where I get the Two of Wands, which is a very forward-looking card. You get two wands here. One wand is in the past, one wand is moving towards the future. Travel. There is much more to look forward to in the future than there is in the past. I love this for you. So something very beautiful is coming. I'm very much getting, this is very much a self-love journey, very much like you're feeling so ready for the new, for your journey to begin because your identity is new now. All right, my Cancers. If you like this reading, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing more readings in January, starting January, because this year has been manic. But if you did like it, yeah, make sure you show us some love, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, my lovely Leos. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what the cards are saying for you. Right. Oh, okay. Some cards jumped out straight away for you. Let's have a look. Oh, they are reversed, but that's okay because that doesn't. I did get this card. Right. I have some cards for you. So, Eight of Cups, but it's reversed. There's something in your life right now which is really hard to let go of. Maybe it's a thought pattern. Maybe it's like, I'm also even getting like there's a certain situation that happened. Maybe it was at work, maybe it was in a certain setting and you can't let go of it, but it just still feels like it bothers you. Number eight is significant here. I don't know what exactly it may link to. The 8th of December has gone, but something eight. Eight is really significant here. Let me know in the comments below if that resonates with you. Eight, something to do with number eight. Um, yeah. And then we also get Hanged Man, but it's actually reversed, right? So if it was upright, it would be like this, but this is reversed. This is actually a good thing. For me, this indicates that there was a delay. If it was upright, it would indicate a delay. But here I'm not getting a delay. It's much more about perhaps there was a delay in the past, but it isn't any more there. Like the delay that was there previously actually seems like it's getting shorter and shorter. Something was getting delayed, but there is something about letting go. There's something that you haven't let go of fully. As soon as you let go of it, the delay would end, right? And you are so close to ending it. That's what I'm getting here. The Hanged Man here is actually really good for you. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem like at all like it's, there are major delays. In fact, that delay is ending. And then we do get King of Swords. Now, King of Swords, when it's upright, is indicating someone with a very logical, very much who has a strong presence, strong presence in the world, very much in the element. Someone, maybe this is someone in your life. Maybe this is indicating King of Swords, a certain love situation. Someone in your life, maybe that's what you have been hung up on. Very wise, very knowledgeable person, logical. But their one downfall is that their logic often clouds sometimes their spiritual connection. This is a King of Swords. So they have mastered the art of making decisions, informed decisions really well. But the only thing that can really stop them is like kind of really being a bit more spiritual, connecting with the spiritual realm even more. And that's where you come in because I get the High Priestess. Yeah, this is the story I get. You represent the intuition, you represent the downloads, the beautiful vision that you have. Again, all the readings I'm getting, like feminine and masculine energy here, I'm definitely getting you connecting this month to your intuition, whether that's through meditation, really sitting down and allowing yourself space to rest so that the downloads can come. And sitting in that, the High Priestess is indicating allowing those downloads to come into your life. And that will allow this King of Swords in your life or certain love situation to really balance out. That's what they're needing, you know? King of Swords is very much like planner, very masculine energy, very much someone who has they are wise, definitely wise, but sometimes they lack that spiritual connection, especially when it's reversed. It's indicating they're lacking that spiritual connection in their life at the moment, and you might be the conduit for that. You might be someone who really, in your presence, they feel like anything is possible. Anything is possible. You provide so much. You know, you, especially being the high priestess, and you are so spiritually connected. You are so connected with the spiritual realm that, you know, almost to a point of like having deep psychic gifts and having deep spiritual gifts, which really very strong intuition is what I'm getting. And it's not that they don't have that, it's just you have it much more strong. And sometimes they just need to rely on that. And I'm talking about not just anyone. This is not just anyone, right? We're not given our intuitive gifts to just anyone. This is really for people who deserve it. And there is someone who is a King of Swords and you know, they are a master in certain area of their life, but right now they are kind of requiring certain help. And that help may come from a download that you can provide to them. Yeah, this is what I'm getting like, for you specifically. And but there is certain letting go of a situation. Maybe it's forgiving them. Maybe it's forgiving them. Obviously, use your discernment. You know, if they had done something wrong towards you, fine. Like, you know, if they're actually, they were toxic or in any way, or they wronged you in any way, fine. Like, you know, you don't want to always be giving anyone a second chance. But here I'm not getting that. I'm just getting this person may have been right, but you just they lacked certain something clouded their judgment and they lacked certain intuitive guidance. You know, they didn't have that. And you are exactly that. So forgiving yourself for especially, you know, for the version of you that may have like interacted them with them in the past and you may have felt like, why did they do that? You know, this is a very specific message, Leos, that there may be someone in your life that you felt strongly towards, but then you can't let go of them. And now you're being asked to forgive yourself and even forgive them if that feels really aligned with you, to even step more into your gifts, you know? Yeah, this is what I'm getting here. Or if you're already in a relationship, this may be providing this person that bit of information. This is what you're being asked to do this month. Wow. Let me know if this resonates with you and how that fits in with your current situation. I'm so interested and intrigued. All right, my lovely Leos. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you enjoyed my reading and you like this channel. Hello, my wonderful Virgos. Let's see what your reading says for you. Okay, lovers, you got two cards have just jumped out. Three, four, five. Amazing. So, Two of Wands, Virgo. You are being called to make some travel plans for next year. You know, maybe this year was heavy, really heavy. You know, we've all been through some whiplashes this year, but you're definitely getting a message here to what are your travel plans? Really start focusing on that. And by travel, it could literally be a holiday because that's going to put you in a mood where you feel really like uplifted. Is there a country that you have wanted to visit? Um, yeah, maybe it's time to look towards that. Maybe there's a certain country that calls to you. This could even be a moving card. You know, maybe this is like you are feeling much more like, oh, I I feel like I want to move to a different country. You know, you're feeling very much like if you have you seen that show called Emily in Paris? If you haven't, new season is coming out next month, so go check it out. But I'm definitely getting much more the vibes of like this might be your travel era. And we do get Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles here indicates to me like Knight of Pentacles is not a fast-moving card. It's like step by step grounding, you know? I'm getting very much this almost kind of like you're going to be moving step by step towards something. Now, that could be towards this travel. This could literally be a move, moving to a different country. You're going there step by step. You're not moving there just like taking steps like, immediate. This is not an impulsive energy. This is something you've thought about. And then we do get the wheel. The 10 number here indicates some sort of a cycle completing. Perhaps you're going to be moving to a different place because the cycle that you have been in currently, where you currently are, is complete, which totally makes sense because this is a year, this year and month of completion. This is the last bit that we have left before we step into the new year, 2026, which I'm sure you cannot wait for because I cannot wait for it. But I'm excited for you, what is to come. It may feel a little bit ungrounding at times, It may feel like you don't have all the answers, and you're kind of like balancing on one leg, There's a lot to do, lots of things to sift and sort before those actions can occur. But it's very much indicating to me that, yeah, before your move, you may feel a bit ungrounded, but there's a solution towards that. I get 7 of Wands here. Meditation, protect your energy, protect yourself. This could literally mean like getting a Reiki session, sage, or anything that really protects your energy at this moment so that you're not burnt out at the end of the year. 7 of Cups. I'm getting here, there may be lots of like opportunities, like the positive opportunities even, that make you go like, oh, this looks great. I want to do this. Oh, this looks great. What a great opportunity. And they're all coming your way all together. But you don't need to say yes to all of them. In fact, you don't need to say yes to any of them. You know, you right now, your peace is much more important. And your future plans are much more important. You're really being asked this month to ground yourself a lot more. And the things are going to be feeling shaky because you get a lot of opportunities which feel like, oh, I've got to say yes to that. I've got to say yes to all those things. That yes may come, but it will just be that it requires you to really think about them. Because right now, like this year, your energy 100% would have been depleted. Virgos, you are a service-based signs. You make great healers. You are of service to the world. You have that gift just by your sign. But now it's also time to provide that service towards yourself. It's time to give yourself that grace, especially around this busy time of the year. You don't need to always help others. It's time to give that grace to yourself. And you will have many opportunities knocking your way, people asking you to do things, responsibilities dropping on you, but you don't always have to say yes. You are allowed to choose yourself this month and move forward that way and focus on your future, focus on what your life is leading you towards this month. All right, my Virgos, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, make sure you give it a like and subscribe and share it with anyone who may benefit. And I will see you in the next one. Hello, my wonderful Libra people. You are one of my favorite people, actually. All the Libra people that I know are just so calm and balanced. And I love that right now, especially around this time of the year. I have um, so much fire energy in my chart. I'm literally a lot of Sagittarius and Scorpio. I have stellium in both. And so I love the calm people. And in fact, sometimes I often think like I want to be surrounded by more people like that because then I can feel a lot calmer, at least in my inside world. So your reading is right now here. Let's see what your December energy is coming up as. Knight of Swords. I love this for you. Knight of Swords. You'll see there's a shoe here which has numbers on it. So Knight of Swords is very much like fast momentum. Something fast is coming into your life, but it's calculated fast because of the numbers that I see here. It's not like a rushed impulsive, like I said, but it's calculated. It's someone who's thought out like certain aspects of a situation. Let's get a next card. Page of Pentacles, balancing something. So it's Page of Pentacles, but it's to me this is actually indicating um itchy nose. I wonder what that means when this is often a sign when like certain when I cough or like I have like a throat tickle or like my nose itching a lot or ears ringing. It's usually like a sign that there's some sort of messages are being delivered here, or maybe this is like itchy nose, like saying this is an emphasis. When you were younger, there was something you really, really wanted, really, really wanted. And I don't mean like a thing, it's actually who you wanted to be. There was something like someone who you wanted to be. And as Page of Pentacles, what I'm getting here is it's time to revisit that dream. Yeah, it's time to revisit that dream. Okay, strong message. Really itchy nose. Revisit that dream. There was something that you wanted to be when you were young. Because not be, I'm asking you to revisit that dream, not because um you're right now like completely meant to take action, although that might be the case. But that is indicating you to go towards your purpose. Your purpose is going to be revealed to you. This might be a big month for you. Your purpose is going to be revealed to you, and it's linked to what or who you wanted to be in your childhood. If you have seen or been following my page for a while, you'll see that when I was younger, I wanted to be an astronaut, which, like a lot of people, want that too. And that led me to the next steps, to the next steps. I actually learned how to fly planes, not just like me flying. Like I took some flying lessons and really like kind of started feeling that way, delving into that feeling. Whilst that dream did not actually materialize into reality, it led me to a path of where I would have never actually, if it wasn't for that dream, I wouldn't have ever applied for a job and a move to Germany. I would have never applied to Moscow. I would have never applied to any risky opportunities if I didn't believe that this kind of dream is something that may be actually possible for me. I would have never learned a different language. I would have never met people who are now my lifelong friends. I would have never taken those opportunities. So you're being asked to look at your childhood dream. And wow, okay, this is such a beautiful synchronicity because let me just get this card. Okay, this is beautiful. You get a justice card, which is your card, the scales. I love when tarot matches with um like exactly when there's a synchronicity like this. I'm literally doing your reading Libras, which Libra sign is very much about the scales, about the balance, and it's what I'm getting justice here as well. So definitely something that is coming up in your life right now, which is gonna bring you justice as well. Something that is may have felt like it was wronged in the past, or something that may have not gone as you hoped, but now you're feeling like cards are being in my favor. In fact, even that, maybe you felt like I gave so many years away to a career that barely made me anything, like it only brought me like toxic people, took away so much of my time, and you're now feeling like I don't want to put myself into that. Your justice is being served now. You've served your time and learning lessons in your previous job, and now you're being asked to follow your purpose. Now it's coming in this month very fast. I love that for you. Let's get your last card, which is Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords is a card of some sort of a deceit or like certain type of like sneaky behavior, betrayal. I don't love this card, but I don't necessarily get here like it's to do with like your purpose or anything. It's just saying that watch out for other people because you're going to be stepping into your purpose. Watch out other people saying like things like that's not possible. Like how's that going to work? You're almost kind of like, like I said, I had big dreams. And here you may get some people in your current reality who are going to be like, what? You're going to go for that? Like those are. Yes, those are like big dreams, but they can't even fathom going for those dreams because they don't see that as their reality. And that's what I'm getting here. There might be certain people who turn against you, and that's because they don't dream in the same way that you do. Maybe you have a lot of like Sag energy in within you as well, who likes to dreaming, and you're thinking about who you wanted to be when you were younger. And you might be surrounded by people who are like, no, that's not possible. Like they're going to be kind of like, and for them, it's not possible. That's it's true. It's not possible for them. But this time, it is very much possible for you. The dream that you are seeking and you want to fulfill is possible for you, and allow that to happen within your life by watching out for these people, that people who are kind of like a bit deceiving, you know? We don't want that kind of energy in our lives. We want supportive people. So that's what I'm getting for you, dear Libras. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you liked it, make sure you give my reading a like and subscribe to my channel so that I can do more videos like this for you. Hello, my wonderful Scorpios. I am so excited for this reading for you. Let's see what's coming up in the month of December. Okay, I love this. Love this for you. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I am Scorpio stellium as well as a Sagittarius stellium. Everything in the fifth house. So let's see what's coming up, dear Scorpios. Lovers. Love this for you. The Lovers card indicates, of course, this could be literally a love reading. I'm very much getting like especially if you believe in like like a sort of soulmate kind of relationships. If you believe in like twin flames and that those kind of phenomena. Um, again, like I really encourage you to, with these tarot readings, really encourage you to use your discernment always. If there's a toxicity in any way, shape, or form, that is not a twin flame or a soulmate kind of energy. We don't want that in our lives. But if this feels like this might be a right opportunity. I'm very much getting here. There's something coming up. And I do see an arrow here. This is a Sag season. Maybe you're going to, because this is the sign of Sag. Sagittarius is what I mean. And there may be some sort of opportunity coming this month. Yeah. I've never actually spotted that arrow before, but here I'm very much getting that for you. There may be a love opportunity coming for you. So let's see what comes up. The wheel. The wheels are turning. Maybe you thought, you know what, I'm kind of giving up on love because things are just never happening, or you're meeting just such people who are not really that aligned, or if they're very spiritual, they are like, you don't feel that attracted to them, or if you, because you want a spiritual masculine man, you are quite spiritual yourself, but you're meeting people who are either really spiritual, but they're in their feminine energy, or you're meeting people um, who are itchy nose. Strong message. Itchy nose is what usually means that in my readings. Um, or you're meeting people who may be masculine, but they don't feel like they are aligned with you. What do I mean by masculine? There's quite an overused word, masculine and feminine energy. And what I mean here is that you want someone who's balanced, who fits your energy well when you are feeling like, when you feel relaxed in a certain relationship or a dating situation, you're going to be more yourself. That's what you want. And that's what I'm getting here. You're maybe like right now, like until now, you have probably met people who have like not really been in that balance. They have often either been in their feminine energy if you're a female or masculine, like vice versa. But what you have really wanted is someone who matches your energy, who has both elements in balance within themselves. And when they come with you, they activate the one that wants to be activated, if that makes sense. And then you get Knight of Pentacles. And Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving step-by-step card, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes taking things slow is the way forward. If you're going on dates and if you're going meeting these different new people who are now being more aligned, taking it slow is the way. You don't need to go like fast and like try and make it happen so quickly. Sometimes you just need to take it step by step and see what they reveal to you. Slowly is much better than quickly like getting to know each other and like moving in quickly and all everything happening quickly and you then not knowing how to get out of a situation if things go sour. But going slowly is a good thing. Obviously, not too slowly either, but taking it step by step is what I'm getting here. Four of Swords. You're kind of burnt out, I'm getting here. Also, from the past situations, you have recovered actually. This is a card of resting and healing. Three of Swords is usually a card of heartbreak, but Four of Swords is a card of healing from it. So you are actually, the card that I get here is you are still in some sort of a healing phase, which is not a bad thing. And this month is great to heal from it because that can let you step into your new year, new 2026, with a much better energy. And I'm getting Nine of Cups here. You're going to have much better energy, very much aligned. This person, Nine of Cups, feels so much more open. This is a heart chakra opening. Everything that you have been through, and Scorpios, trust me, when you come into this world, you have been through a lot already. You bring certain karmas from your past lives, which are now, you in this lifetime, you do go through them, but you also get the reward of transforming into something very beautiful. You are represented by the Death Tarot card, um, which I actually believe is beautiful. It's a deep level of transformation. So, my dear Scorpios, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, let me know in the comments below and make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. My wonderful Sagittarius, welcome to your December reading. Let's see what is coming up for you. I'm excited to delve into your cards. All right. Love these already. We have Ten of Wands. So many of the other signs got these exact this card as well, which I'll reveal in a second. Right, you've got a lot of tens, which I love. You're ending cycles, big cycles, in fact. Some of you actually may be moving. Ten of Wands, yeah. Um, I mean, I see packing bags. I think like you might be moving, but I also get the sense that you're dropping something. Like it could literally be like, Ten of Wands is often about like carrying a lot of things, a lot of responsibility, sometimes even things that you didn't need. And I gave this analogy in one of the other readings, and which is about you have this backpack of full of past experiences, past and good or bad, all of them you're carrying in your bag. And in your 2026, you get to make a decision whether you want to take certain things or not. This can literally be physical because physical items that we have hold energy from the past too. Do you want to take those with you in the future? If not, this is your chance to kind of sift and sort actually and not make things so heavy. I've literally turned, not even recently, but more so recently, I've turned more minimalist. I'm not really someone who if I had a chance to like decorate my home when I have like my, future apartment, I literally want to like white walls and like barely anything in the apartment. I want it to be just spacious. I want it to have like this spaciousness feel. I want it to have plants. I want it to have like this feel of like I can just feel free. I want it to be like home sanctuary where I don't feel overloaded. I want it to be like a source of ideas, things calling in. And that's what I'm getting here, Ten of Wands, that maybe you're moving to a new place, an apartment. Do you really need the things that you currently have? Do they bring you joy? Do they make you feel like the new version that you're stepping into, or are they still like from that past version of yourself? Because it's time to let that go. Then we do get the Fool card. And look at the contrast from this to this. Someone who's carrying a lot, someone who's barely got anything. They're free. They're kind of like just taking a leap. That's the energy I'm getting. What I've just described as like someone thinking, all right, I need to pack like 5 suitcases because I got that much stuff. But then you realize, do I really need it? Do I really need the 5 suitcases? When I used to live in Berlin, I moved back to the UK and I moved with one suitcase. And the one suitcase literally had like some of my expensive bags and stuff because those are the things I really wanted to bring with me. But the rest of the things I really felt like I'm just going to donate or give them away. I gave a lot of my things and belongings to my friends. Certain books as well. I gave them all to my friends, and I love the fact that there are like, I have friends around Berlin who have almost like aspects of me, like things that like yeah, like I almost feel like I've left a part of me with them, which is really beautiful, and things don't really matter, but like the sentiment of those things does matter. So I feel much more aligned with that kind of decision, and that's what I'm getting here for you as well. Maybe you're letting go of something. And maybe that literally seems like, okay, I don't need to carry all these things with me into the new year. In December, I'm just going to minimize my life physically or whether it's even emotionally, certain emotions, past patterns, whether that's overthinking, overanalyzing things you don't want to carry with yourself. And this really matches up with your 10 number card, which is 10 is completion cycle. So you are completing certain cycle, you're ending certain cycle, which is great. You are completing something that you had perhaps had with you for the longest time, and now you're like, I don't need that, especially because you're a Sagittarius sign. You are someone who likes to have adventure, travel, move around. And you don't need all those things with you. You need to be as light as possible. Six of Wands. I love this for you. This is a victory card. Something you're going to get some sort of recognition for something, whether that is recognition on if you have a social media business, maybe you're going to get recognized. If you have a um yeah, somehow you're getting recognized is what I'm getting. Whether that's at work, getting promoted or end of your bonuses or something like that, you are definitely having that kind of energy. This month is going to be fast for you. Knight of Swords, things are going to move very fast. And I really like that for you because things are moving fast, but they are moving in the right direction. And maybe after this victory that you have much more clear idea. Maybe if you get a bonus or something or a promotion, it means you can plan your travels much better. Or maybe you can now finally plan the house that you want next year. It gives you a lot of planning room. So perhaps in the past, when you may have felt like really restricted in stepping into your new version, now it doesn't feel as restricted because you're being recognized and being rewarded for that, which means now you can take more actions and plan your future in a better way, now that you have resources available. I love that for you, Sag. I love how this year is ending for you. And do let me know if this resonates. And if it does, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And I will see you very soon. Right, my lovely Capricorns, let's see what the reading has for you in store. What is your December holding? It is your season coming up very soon, which I love. Um, Capricorn season is very much about that grounding, strategic ambition and really taking steps forward towards it, but not with an impulse, but more so with step-by-step strategic way. Love this season, love Capricorns as well. As a Cancer rising, my seventh house is in Capricorn, and literally I work better in relationships with Capricorns, and somehow that's just come to be true. My recent coach and an astrologer happens to be also Capricorn, who just very serendipitously came into my life. And so, Capricorns, this for you, it will be Cancers. If you're a Capricorn, then Cancers may be coming into your life because you balance your energies quite well that way. Okay, let's see what's coming into your life. Lovely Capricorns. Okay, wow, love this. Okay, very like self kind of energy, very self. Seven of Wands, protect your energy. Protect your energy this month, Capricorns. You want to protect yourself from burnout, is what I'm getting. There are certain people poking your holes, um, poking your bubble, not your holes, um, poking your bubbles because this is your protective bubble, where you feel like you may need some time to yourself alone to figure out certain things, to really focus on your next steps. And there are just certain people who are like saying, hey, do you want to do this? Hey, do you want to do that? Hey, are you free then? Are you free then? And they're all well-meaning. It doesn't seem like anything toxic, but you just have to say no this month. when you feel like your energy is really being drained, and that's what I'm getting. You get Nine of Pentacles, and then you get Nine of Wands. You are going to be thriving right now by being kind of more in your energy and being more alone. Obviously, if you have certain, like, family obligations and that sort of thing, fine, you have to go to them. It's not about that. It's just about overextending yourself. Make sure you don't overextend yourself this month. Nine of Wands is a card of boundaries. Set boundaries with yourself, or you're going to be really depleted. And you don't want to be depleted because then Ten of Wands here indicates taking on too many responsibilities. You are an ambitious sign. You are the sign of carrying an ambition in step by step way. And it's very beautiful how you do it. And it's very admirable to see how strategic you are. But make sure that you don't overextend yourself. That is a big message that I'm getting here. Um, yeah, but very much protect your energy. Make sure you allow yourself just whenever you feel like, recently I've had that when I've been on social media recently. A lot of people have asked, like, oh, do you want to meet up, end of year and all this thing? And with some people, I would love to. But it's honestly, oh, I'm overextending myself. I'm feeling like I don't have enough bandwidth right now because my business has required a lot of energy input from me. Starting a podcast, running YouTube channels, holding client sessions, holding workshops is a lot. And I have chosen that lifestyle, but it means that my energy is only available for my inner circle at the moment rather than like inner circle or clients, right? And that's it. I can't overextend myself to anyone else. And that's a real thing, especially if you're a healer, you absorb a lot of people's energies. And if you're going to be around people who like tell their entire life problems to you, well, they should be paying for that, firstly. They've got to get a therapist or they can book a session with you. But you don't need to be their unpaid therapist, is what I'm getting here. And also be mindful of how your energy feels with some people. If at any point it feels like, does this relationship, and I know it sounds very transactional, but really do think about it. Does this relationship benefit you in any way? And I don't necessarily mean in a monetary terms or anything like that, but make sure, is it equal give and take? That's what you're really being asked to evaluate. Your relationships is what you are being asked to re-evaluate. Are these friendships you're going to be taking with you in 2026? Certain friendships, maybe you were friends for so long, but now you've changed fields, changed careers, changed jobs, and your energy is going to completely different things. Now, someone may have asked for your time, someone may have asked to meet up, and they're well-meaning, they just want to like catch up and stuff. Now think to yourself, yes, you want to catch up, maybe. And if you genuinely do, if you genuinely like, this lights me up, I want to see what it's like, go for it. But if it feels like I'm just doing it for the sake of the past, then maybe you want to reconsider, really re-question that. Do you really need her? Because you've stepped into quite a strong path for yourself, especially if you're getting promoted, especially if you have started your own business. Itchy nose means big message coming here. Then you don't need this path. You need to like not you don't need to do anything like, what you don't have to have certain friendships in your life. And I'm not about like just cutting people out just like that, but you have always got to protect your energy is what I'm getting. Okay, my lovely Capricorns, this is your season coming up in December. Make sure you enjoy it, and I shall see you in the next one. And if you like this reading, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. And I hope you have a lovely December. Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. This is your December reading. Let's see what is coming up. I'm excited. Okay, there's a card that came out, but it fell. I I already love it because this is a card of King of Pentacles. Um, Give me 1 second to grab that. Okay. I am sensing fire energy. Even though King of Pentacles is very grounded, but I'm seeing red. Red. You see how much red there is? There's some significance. Oh, the red can also indicate root chakra, which is interesting, isn't it? Um, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is very grounded energy, loyal, wise. Maybe this is a person in your life, and if it's not a person, this is you, yourself. You're in a very grounded energy, feeling much more. Yeah, this month may be a time to ground your passions. Yeah, Knight of Wands are your passions. You're so lit up. You are in your element. Maybe you are finally living your purpose, your passions, and doing things that just really bring you joy. And that represents your Knight of Wands, right? You have this passion, but sometimes we gotta like, especially with fire, when the fire is there, it's beautiful, but it can also die out quite quickly. So it's time to ground yourself. King of Pentacles is asking you to ground yourself before you let your passions run you. I even get like overextending yourself for your work or your passions, basically. Something you really, really love and enjoy, and you want to put more into it. Maybe you want to do, and I can give you an example of my life at the moment. Like I really want to like do more events. I want to do my podcast and get everything in order. And all of that brings me joy. None of it feels ever boring. I'm never rarely bored, and that passion remains within me. However, I know very much that it's not sustainable. The only way to sustain that is by having this Pentacles energy, this grounded, abundant energy. King of Pentacles also indicate resources, any resources that are available around you, making use of that, collecting those resources to allow you to provide this cushion, which allows your inner fire to light up, your passions to really light up. And without this grounding, you're going to burn out, is what I'm getting here. Queen of Wands, very passionate energy. I'm in love with this. Like, look at this, right? Really someone in their element, loving what they do. You're very magnetic, definitely in your main character energy, living your essence. And I love that for you. You're happy. Also getting Leo kind of energy as well, if there's a certain Leo influences coming into your life, or perhaps you feel like really just so happy. I love that for you. And but it just requires a bit of grounding. And we do get Five of Pentacles. Yeah, big message. Make sure you ground yourself. Five of Pentacles is actually a card of lack of money, or like so maybe you're like so passionate about things going on, so much in your element, or maybe even you're like partying a lot. So make sure you just watch out for this, like your resources being spread too thin. You know, maybe you think it's a great idea to like start all these different things that make you feel really alive and they're fun to do. And then you see at the end, oh my God, I've put all my money into all these things. But actually, at the end of the month, you realize I don't have anything kind of solidified. That's what you want to watch out for. You don't want to overextend yourself so much for momentary, passionate passion in your life. You don't want to overextend yourself so much that your resources are all depleted by the end of it. You want to take much more strategic actions. And King of Pentacles, almost like Aquarians, you are also ruled by Saturn, which is very much that Saturn is not going to make you do something that is not strategic, right? So you are going to be going through something step by step. So make sure you also kind of look into that. Let's get your last card, the moon. But it is reversed, which I love because this is kind of a card of illusion, and this is coming out of illusion, which is good because you might be thinking that you have so much energy and passion that you can get everything done all at once. But that illusion will be lifted off around the new moon that is coming up, 19th of I believe 19th of is it December? Yeah, 19th of December. That illusion will be lifted off. And and once that illusion is lifted off, you are being asked to really ground yourself. So make sure that this passionate energy, whilst it's beautiful, makes you very magnetic. People are drawn to it. And I can give you this euphoric feeling of like being really in your element. And it is amazing, but it's got to be grounded. That's what I'm getting here. All right, my dear Aquarians, if you like this reading, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And I would be so happy to do more readings for you. All right. I hope you have a lovely December. I'll see you in the next one. All right. Last but not the least, my lovely Pisces. Let's see what your December reading is telling you, what is coming up, and I'm excited to see what this month holds for you. Right. Okay. So you get Ace of. Oh, love these. Okay. Lots of different cards. Ace of Pentacles, but it is reversed. Right, Ace of Pentacles reversed actually to me indicates this month is not necessarily a time to start something brand new. Yeah, it's not actually about that. Page of Wands very much indicates where you are passionate, your passionate energy. My nose is really itching and it has been itching in the last few readings. Um, it usually is a sign of like something is a clear message. So page of wands is indicating your passion. You know, this person is so in their element. You might be in your element too here. Like you might very much be like enjoying something, maybe learning certain passion, or like there's some sort of a hobby coming into your life. That's what I'm getting here. Ace of Pentacles is not necessarily about, so Ace of Pentacles is about starting something new, which may bring some level of abundance into your life. But this time it's indicating if you have a certain idea like that, it's not necessarily time to do that. It's time more to like delve into your passion and hone your craft within your what you're passionate about, not necessarily the money side of things. You know, maybe you're like, I have this great idea and I want to like maybe I can turn it into a business. It's just not time yet, you know? It is a great idea, but you want to get really good at it. For example, these tarot readings that I do, gosh, I've been doing these readings for 4 years, and you can check out my old videos. I filmed it back in 2021. January was my first. Oh no, 2022, I think. 2022 was my first ever January YouTube reading, and I filmed it. And I really, really, when I filmed it, I was always like questioning, like, is this the right thing to do? Am I even good at it? And then once did like once and twice, I kept building into a habit. But even then, it wasn't time yet to like make it into a business. It was just honing my craft. And that's what I'm getting here for you. Hone your craft before you monetize it. Number seven, chariot. Hone your craft, and then there may be an opportunity coming into your life that is going to propel you forward. The way I see this kind of path is, you know, whatever brings you joy, you keep doing more of that. And then there's like an opportunity that comes into your life, then you take it, and then you kind of get propelled even more, you know? It's like you're kind of like doing your thing in your element, an opportunity comes, and you take it forward, and then you go. However, we do get Seven of Swords. So the message here I'm getting is Seven of Swords could indicate some sort of a deceit or some sort of a sometimes it indicates a betrayal as well, someone like kind of maybe not acting in the best way towards you. So maybe you take this certain hobby or you do certain things, and there might be someone who doesn't like that. Now, I'll give an example of that, you know. I know someone who mentioned recently to me that they have a friend who that so this person that I know is very successful, and in my eyes definitely like she's becoming really successful business owner, and she's mentioned that one of her friends is just cut off a friendship after like 15 years. They've been like really good friends and they used to talk all the time, and now has just cut it off. And for someone to do that, it seems really odd out of the blue. And to me, it indicates something like that because you have interest in something and you are really going to be progressing forward in it, and you may even get successful. There are going to be people who are not going to be happy with that and they are going to be jealous. Be careful of the people who don't celebrate your success and in fact they are jealous. And you will meet those people. That is inevitable because it's just journey, right? And especially if you were friends with them for a long time, there was a certain dynamic, you know, there that carried on, and perhaps when you step onto your path, the unhealthy parts of that dynamic will be revealed to you, and that may feel like a tower moment, which is what we get the tower card after. It may feel like a tower moment, but know that what comes after it is the Sun card. How beautiful. What a beautiful reading. And the Sun card here is on the 19th, and the 19th of December is the full moon this year, sorry, new moon this year in Capricorn. So you will get the new beginnings happening then. So I would not worry about feeling like, this like it may feel momentarily in the moment when the Tower card is indicating that, you may feel like, gosh, is anything ever gonna be recovered? Like this person meant so much and now they left me, they're treating me like this. And all these like confusing thoughts that come up that how can someone after so long treat you in such a way when you thought it was a genuine friendship, you thought it was a genuine um like a genuine person in your life, and it almost feels like a breakup, but actually what comes after it is true liberation, true freedom, because now there isn't, this person wasn't, either they will improve in the future or they haven't decided to really commit to themselves and commit to this path of true liberation. So that is my reading for you, dear Pisces. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you give it a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting more in January, and I'm so excited to see where this path unfolds. Right. I hope you have a lovely December, and I'll see you in the new year.